Hello everyone, my name is Grayson and welcome to part 2 of this little mini-series NGG on Traveler's Rest. So if you didn't see part 1, definitely go and check that one out. That is where I covered basically everything inside the tavern, the crafting, the leveling experience, and that kind of thing, apart from actually opening the tavern itself. On this episode, we're going to look at all the outside areas of the tavern, the farming, the outside crafting bits, and then we will open up the tavern at the end and serve some customers. So please enjoy. So let's head outside. So the outside, there's some important stuff here. Here's my mailbox. Now the mailbox is very, very important. This is where I send all my orders. So if I need anything at all, there's all these different categories. So let's go into brewing. So if I needed yeasts, for instance, I can make hops. I can grow these myself. Yeasts I cannot get. So if I needed yeast, I could just click. You can also shift click to get 5 at a time. I'm going to go ahead and take these out though. I don't need any more of these at this time. So there's different hops and yeast that you'll have to buy. You can get more kegs. This is less expensive than I thought. Maybe they patched it. I'm going to grab a couple of kegs so I don't have to spend time crafting them. Into food, there's all this different stuff. Now I can grow a lot of this stuff right now. I cannot grow butter. I don't know what this is for. Grow butter. I can't make butter. I don't know what that's actually for yet. Cabbages, chili, cauliflower, can't make those. Eggs are pretty important. Honey is pretty important. I'm actually going to grab like 10 honey. And I can get the raw meats. The raw meats I can't obviously make either. I don't have animals. So I have to buy these in order to use them. But a lot of this other stuff I can actually grow myself. I might grab like 5 thyme just to play with it. So you can see my order down here. And then farming, this is where I get all my seeds for different things. I can grow all sorts of different cool stuff, including you can get sprouts for the different trees, grow them on, like I've got one right here growing, so I can chop it down later. Crafting stuff, you can buy a lot of the, if you don't want to spend the time and energy collecting the materials and crafting these items yourself, which is a bit of a process, then you can just buy them outright if you have enough money. As you can see, I've got a pretty good amount of money. I could buy a handful of these things. I don't know what this work zone poster does. Furniture, same thing. If you don't want to spend the time crafting it or you haven't unlocked it yet, you can just buy it. I think I have a bench on the way now, so I don't need to bother buying this. Also shows how many you have. So I've got 7 of these large benches, 4 of these large tables, etc. And decor, I have bought a few of these things just because keeping your decoration up really makes your customers like your place a lot more, and your reputation is basically a separate experience bar that you need to fill up to unlock stuff. So once I get to a certain amount of reputation, I can, for instance, hire staff. So you can get like shields, decorative swords, elegant purple rug. You know, people like this stuff. I'll plop a rug in there just for decorative purposes. Frayed banner, incense burner, oil lamps. A rag. No, I'm good. A scarecrow to put outside. Shining candelabra. That's a lot of comfort actually for that. So you can buy all sorts of cool stuff. And then there's also miscellaneous like coasters, the cat bowl, the cork coasters. I bought a few of those. You can buy coal if you're running out. Extra buckets. I might pop a bucket or 2 in there actually. And then all the copper tools in case you lost yours or your mop. So here I've picked up kind of a big order of stuff, to be honest, but that's okay. We're going to order that, and then that will show up in, usually takes a few hours or so. It'll pop up in this bin here. Looks like I have actually recently purchased some of that stuff, so it's sitting in the bin. I'll just leave it. Here you can pick up your daily quests. So if you go to orders, people will ask for different things. So I have, somebody wants a lager. I'm going to deep six that because I am not interested in selling that. I'm kind of low on beer right now. People might ask for porter, so with honey in it, wheat bread with honey in it, wheat bread with potato in it. So you can have 3 quests going at a time, so I might grab just these 2. It doesn't matter if I fail them. These are just the ones I'm like paying attention to. So you can go into your, where is that? Here it is. If you go to tab, it's this one here, quest. So I can see my 3 active quests. I need a wheat bread with potato, a stew with an herb, and a wheat bread with a honey. And all I have to do is come back out here with it in my inventory, and then it'll, I can right click it from this area, it'll pop it into there, and then give me the experience. And the experience is used for this stuff here. So there's XP upgrades. So right now I have 212. Whoa, is that how much experience I have? Holy moly, I didn't realize I had that much experience. So I can do stuff like increase my cleaning speed, my haggling, like my prices, how much stuff I get from crafting, how much stuff I get from farming, how much stuff, how fast I can bartend and move around and stuff like that. So that's really cool that there's sort of like upgrades over time for your character, upgrades for your shop, all this kind of stuff. Here is my well. You need this because you use a lot of water in the cooking and brewing process, and you'll have to come out here, just tap E a bunch of times until all my buckets are filled up. Around your farm, you have a variety of different resources. At this stage in the game, and I don't know if this is going to change, these just kind of like respawn every day. So I can just come out here and just mine some stuff. I don't have a stamina, I don't have a durability or anything like that. It's just, you just come out here and mine it. So it's pretty simple. The important ones are, you can get basic stone, but there's also coal that will spawn up here. This is a pretty important one. Coal is a great fuel source for your different crafting stations. Makes a nice, pleasant sound when you're mining it too. Alright, so let's pop on over here to my crafting area. The tutorial will help you set up all this stuff so it's not overwhelming. Here's my forge. So I have, for instance, an iron sheet. I can go in here, I gotta pop some fuel in there, and then I just make, there's tons of stuff you need to make. I'll just pop a copper bar in there. That goes pretty quickly. Here's my anvil. You have to make tons of different nails, hinges, but I can make some stuff like incense burners and candle holders and stuff for comfort levels. Again, pop some fuel in there. Here is my sawmill. So my sawmill lets me make wooden planks. These you will use a ton of planks. So you gotta chop down a lot of trees. Here's my workbench. This will let me make like my small bench, my large benches, my tables, things like that. So right now I do need to make another table. I've got my nails, but I need more planks. And then up here I've got a stone working bench. I made a stone block here. You can make polished stone. You can use that to make a little comfort mortar and pestle just for fun. You can make an oven. I think I was working on making this. I need sheets and bars. You can make stone paths. And there are other pieces of equipment that I haven't even unlocked yet. Where is that? Here it is in the building. So I've got a stone workshop. There is a fermentation tank. There's a smelter. So there's different equipment that I haven't even unlocked yet. And I don't know if they're just replacements, like better versions, or if there are completely new things to make, which is kind of exciting that I'm still sort of discovering that. And then over here is my farm. So my farm looks like it's not... Oh no, it's harvested. It's harvesting time, so I can just kind of chop it all down like very Stardew Valley-y, It's got tons and tons of vegetables and fruits. Got different wheats and stuff going. I need to order some more seeds. They do not drop any seeds when you harvest, so you always have to buy new seeds. So here's the apple and pears I was telling you about. This is not how apples and pears grow. It's just like 2 apples pop out of the ground. But I assume that's something they'll change later on. This is a really good harvest here. I basically wanted to plant everything that I owned all at once. Sorry, earlier I said there was no stamina. There is a stamina bar. What I meant was like in Stardew Valley where you run out of energy and have to go to sleep for the night. That doesn't happen. There's no day limit or anything like that. So my stuff is probably... No, it's not here yet, but I will go ahead and grab this stuff. Just right click to grab all of that. We'll go inside. Let me deposit this stuff and check on my brewing and stuff in here. We'll open the tavern up. You can see what a hectic time it is taking care of everybody. Yeah, stamina there. Hang on. All right, so let's go ahead and grab my new stew. I had a quest for something. What was it? Wheat bread with potato or wheat bread with honey. So here we can make a wheat bread with a potato. There we go. So we'll make that for the quest. Got my dark malted barley. Let's make a light malted barley. Got my wort. Let's slap in a white wine juice. And then this one's still going. I told you this is the longest one. And here we've got some wheat flour. Let's throw in some white grape must. Okay. So let me put all this stuff in here. My inventory is full. So I want to keep the food. Go ahead and put all the fruits and vegetables and meats in here. Fortunately, this stacks quite well, or this would be really annoying. I've got my empty keg. That's totally fine. And then we have, stack that up here. And then we've got our new stew we got to go take down. So let's go ahead and plop that stew in there. So the way you open up your shop for the day is you just hit the O button. If you hit the O button again when there are people in the tavern, you will close it. You will tell them basically last call, and then no more new customers will come in. And then once the last customers are done, they will all leave. If you hit O again, once you've done last call, you will force everybody to leave. Do not ever do that. They will be upset. All right, so it is 5:25 in the afternoon. It is time to open up the bar. Now I only have, this one's almost empty, this mild ale. This mead is full and this porter is almost empty. So I am a little low on beer choices because I've been brewing wines and they go into the food catalog because they just buy a whole bottle and take it to the table. You don't like pull a wine into a glass for them. So we'll go ahead and open up the tavern. So you just hit the O key. That's going to open it up, and then we will start seeing customers come in. They'll go directly up to the counter here and order things. And now, fortunately, the beers you have to pull for them individually, but the food is just automatically served. It's a really great system. So here I can just come up to them, hit E, and it just serves them, and I get my money. Oh, this is the hardest part. Now this guy's upset already, so I have to go over here and ask him to calm down, and then he didn't calm down, so I have to hit him with the mop and kick him out. Here, I gotta clean up some grime on the floor that somebody's left. So I'm just serving all these people. Here we have our first beer. They're asking for a porter. I would get in the habit of keeping certain beers in certain spots or on certain colors just for your own benefit, because I tend to do light to dark just to help me remember where the beers are quickly. So one person wants another porter, go ahead and fill that. You can fill them ahead of time and they just go into your inventory. I don't do this because then if no one ends up ordering that before you close down, it's just stuck in your inventory. So you can see down here, I gotta keep track of my cleanliness or I might have a problem. We've got a mead and a mild ale. Or a mead and a porridge. So the other thing I gotta do is take time to go clean up. So you can go up to the tables, you hold E to clean it up because they'll get messy. You can see this table here is really grimy right now. And they'll start to notice. So I cannot get through there. I have set this up poorly. Let's clean up these tables real quick. There we go. So once all the spots are filled up, people won't come in until there's new spots, which is nice. So that person left, and you saw we gained reputation. So you see we're at level 3, and we're at level 4, and we're close to hitting level 5. So this person wants a mild ale. Go ahead and pull that. If somebody ever requests a beer, like say there's 2 people that want the same beer at the same time, and there's only 1 pull left, when you pull it and serve it and then go click on the other person with E, they will just request something else. Basically, you're going and telling them that it's empty. So this one's empty, so I'm just going to go ahead and pull this one out of there so I'm not tempted to try to serve that one again. So I got to take a little break here to clean this up. I'm going to hit all the tables while I'm here. Okay, it's cold in here, so I've made a huge mistake, which is that I didn't light the fire early enough. So you'll see I'm going to have some problems with my reputation at the end of the night. Go ahead and... Oh, this person's upset here. Calm down, sir. Thank you. Okay, I need a porter and a mead. There's a bottle of wine for you, sir. Mead, porter, another porter. And because there's no deadlines in the game, it's really great that you don't have to worry, like, I don't have to open the tavern up for several days in a row if I don't want to. There's no rush. I can just work away on my farm, crafting, stones and metal bars and whatever I want to work on, and then just open this up when I need to, because there's no... Yeah, see, people are upset. People are upset because it was cold. when they were eating, and they remember that, even though it's warm now. Mead. Here it is. Mead. 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 Porter's almost gone. I'm running out of beer. Not good for business. Wine's valuable, though. Let's see what we have left. See, I've got all of this stuff left to sell. I've got tons of food and a little bit of wine left, but I've got a million stews in here, which sell pretty well. Sausages sell well. Soup's pretty good. Porridge is less so, and then the bread is cheap, but it's very cheap and easy to make. And again, you want that variety. Get going around here and clean some stuff up. So it's almost 10 o'clock at night. That means I gotta start thinking about closing up in the next probably couple of hours. So calm that person down. I gotta get out of here. So I'm losing reputation, unfortunately, because these people were not happy with the establishment. That person was. Excellent. Some bread, wine, a mead. Looks like we're probably out of wine now. Yeah, we are. That's unfortunate. They sell really well. Maybe I'll get a second little brewery canister thing. Whatever you call that. Tell me what you call that in the comments. Like a mead. Another mead. So the serving part is pretty chill. Other than just kind of keeping track of the tables and not letting it get too dirty in here, it's pretty easy. People want a lot of mead tonight. More mead, oh my god. Oh my goodness, they love this mead. This word must have gotten out about my weird juniper, honey, apple mead or whatever it is. All right, what's wrong with you? Can you calm down, please? Hey, get out of here. This table is filthy. And you can see down here, if you've gotten everything, it'll show up there, cleanliness. I think you can hit V. Yeah, V is the cleanliness mode. It will put little arrows over spots that are dirty. So if you're having trouble seeing something because it's hidden away like behind a table or something, it'll help you identify the dirty spot. So if I hit V here, yeah, right there. See, it's pointing out, helping me notice that spot on the ground. All right, so it is now 5 after midnight, so I'm gonna hit O. That's gonna be last call. So that means that no one else will basically come up and... Oh, here we go. So I ran out of mead. So if I serve this person and then tap E, they'll say, oh, well, I can't have mead, so I'll have bread. Totally normal thing to request. So now people will no longer come in, and they'll start to leave rather than get any more food or drink or anything. So I'm losing a bit of reputation with some people, but for the most part, I gained reputation today. Got this one weird guy left in here. Sir, we're trying to close. Sir, thank you. All right, so everybody's out for the night. The kitty's going to sleep. I can turn off the fireplace so I don't use up all my firewood overnight because I'm out of firewood. And then we can go to bed for the night. There is a cellar you can unlock. I'm not actually sure what you do with it. Maybe it's just more space. There's also an inn upstairs that you can unlock later on that lets you have, let people, sleep and charge them for that. So that's really, really cool. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to refill all of my machines before I go to bed for the night because it does work overnight. And with that, I think I'll call this episode to a close here. So hope everybody liked this little new game glance of Traveler's Rest. It's a very, very fun little game, and it's very chill, and you can go whatever pace you want. And it looks like there's still lots more to come with these different kinds of... where is it? Here in the recipes. There's magic and social stuff coming soon, so I think that'll be really cool. There's all sorts of workbenches and decorations and stuff I haven't played with yet. I actually have a pretty basic tavern so far. The only cool things I've really put in are some gold candle holders and those big iron candelabras, so I'm sure there's some other really neat stuff you can get in here. Here's some shining chandelier, all sorts of fun stuff, armors. So thank you everybody again so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little 2-part New Game Glance on Traveler's Rest, and I hope I will see you in my next series. Thanks for watching.